Hey YouTube, this is the Chessman, bringing you another Nimzovich game from his book Chess Praxis, the Praxis of my system. And I found out that Praxis means practice, so it's chess practice, the practice of my system. Thought that was a little interesting. Now this is a game he played in 1907, so it's pretty old. He was playing white, Nimzovich. His opponent is playing black, of course, but I can't pronounce his name. Von Chevy. Well, anyways, the ready opening was played, followed by pawn to d5, pawn to d3, knight to c6, and then pawn to d4. Now, why did he move his pawn twice? Well, it's because this pawn is hemmed in and can't go to the c5 square. That's what Nimzovich said. Now, play is followed with e6, followed by e3, knight to f6, pawn to c4, bishop e7, knight c3, black castles, bishop to d2, knight to e8. Seems like a good knight outpost for black. And play followed bishop to d3 now. Nimzovich said in his book that he wished he played bishop to d3 immediately, preventing this knight to e4. But that didn't happen. Now pawn to f5, pawn to a8, bishop f6, queen c2. The king moves farther away from the battlefield. Now look at white's pieces in the center. Very developed. Well, white castles. Black goes a6. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, that sucks. Okay, here we are. Alright, now rook to the c file. Pawn push. Rook to the d file. Now here, black played pawn to g5. Now I would have been tempted to use that knight to take this square, but that didn't happen. White adds a defender, defending this square. Black pushes the pawn. Now, white has a good move here. Knight to e5. Of course, threatening that nice fork. So black is pretty much forced to take. Takes with the bishop. Pawn recaptures. Now knight to g5. Knight to e2. Queen to the e file. Bishop to c3. Now look at this. It seems white's bishops with the queen are just attacking and coordinating to the king. Black takes that pawn. White recaptures, opening this d file. Black plays d7. A knight move to f4. Now we got a rook opposing this rook on the d file, open d file. Pawn push, pawn push. Bishop moves back. Knight to e8. Now it seems here that black is coordinating an attack on the king, but it's not gonna work. Now with bishop to d4, attacking the undefended c7 pawn. That was pretty much forced. Now queen to a2, attacking that weak e6 pawn. Knight to g6, knight to h5, knight to h4, and now of course knight to f6. Now let's compare white and black's positions. Now let's first see white's. Now white has just great centralized pawn, bishop side. It has great rooks blasting down these files, semi-open and open files, and an amazing knight outpost. So white is really doing good positionally, and let's get rid of these. Black really only has these two raiding knights going for it. Yeah, they're attacking the f3 square, but it's not that powerful. There's no real counterplay black can use, so of course a knight. Alright, now the knight has to move. I mean queen. Hey, I've gone back and I want you to do this little puzzle. I want you to find white's best move. So it's white to move, and there's a killer move that I didn't emphasize when I first did this, so I've gone back and I really want you to look at this position and find white's best move. So you can pause the video or not. You may already know it. It's pretty easy. Sorry, queen to g6. Now bishop to b6. Now this is really good. This is the classic removing the defender, which I would expect. Of course, this rook's attacked here. He can't move there. And if he moves here, let's see that. Let's see if the rook moves over to the b8 square. Let's do a new variation. Now it looks like white takes this bishop, has a white takes the bishop, has a nice rook on the 7th rank, and black can get this bishop, but of course that nice fork is just so amazing. Oh, that'd be brutal. Of course black saw that, so black played knight to f3, attacking the king, or checking the king. White recaptures. Now black takes that knight. White takes this rook instead of the rook on f6. Knight throws a check. King moves. The rook gets out of the way of that bishop, and he's defending his own bishop against the rook. The bishop throws a check. The rook recaptures, or captures. Pawn recaptures, and white is up material like crazy over black. Black does another check. King moves. Does another check. King moves. Advances the pawn, and then final move is of course taking that bishop, and it's pretty much hopeless for black, so black resigned in this position.